Hi fans, it's your boy Kings from Right Guitar Experience. I hope you are doing good wherever you are. Today we're going to be talking about C.A.G.E.D system and how to apply it on the guitar. So firstly, what's C.A.G.E.D system? The C.A.G.E.D actually is an acronym that stands for five keys. Five keys, which are the C, the A, the G, the E, and the D in their open positions. That's the first position on the neck of the guitar. We are going to hold these various chords in their open positions and move them up the guitar neck, and that will now lead us to what is known as bar chords. So stay tuned and see the C.A.G.E.D system demystified. Now let's zoom to the guitar and get started. Yeah, welcome back. Those are the C.A.G.E.D system, what I just played now, in their open position. So the first one is the C, the second one is the A, the third is the G, then the E, then the D. I just added this G here just to spice it up a little. So those are the chords that make up the C.A.G.E.D system. Without further ado, let's move it up the neck. But before we do that, I would like to introduce you to some other ways you can hold these chords. Some other ways you can hold them, and other shape too that you might likely see, so that you won't be confused or it won't look weird to you. So for the C, you can hold the C like this. This is the, I think this is the, you can also hold it this way. Just that this time you're making the E here, this note. The E is like more of the first inversion of the one chord, or the first inversion of the C major chord, starting from the third. So you can hold it like this too. Then you can also hold the C chord like this, starting from where? Starting from the C string, which is the thickest string, which is the note G. This note here is G. So you can also hold the C chord like this. So this is more like the second inversion of the C major chord. So just take note. Then for the A, this is the first shape I showed you, I played earlier. Then you can also use just your first finger or index finger to do a bar, to bar the fourth, third, and second string on the second fret of the guitar chord. Then you strum starting from the fifth string, which is A. You strum down to the fourth, you strum down to the second string. This other string is F sharp and is the sixth in the key of A. So we're not going to let that note ring out. So I'm going to mute it. It's muted. So that shape, you can hold the A chord. Then the G chord, this is one I used earlier. You can also hold it this way. You can also use open notes, which is what? G, which is D rather, sorry, D, G, and B, which is the 5, the 1, and the 3. It's actually the second inversion of the G chord. So you can also use it like this, to play it like that. Then the next one is the E. This is the shape and fingers I used earlier. So you can also use this. Oh, sorry. This is the shape I played earlier. You can also play it from the 5th fret, which is B, and strum down. And the B is the 5th. It is the 5th note in the key of E major. So this is the second inversion of E major chord. So just take notes of that. So these are some of the ways. Then okay, the D. I think this is the only way I think I use for the now, but I believe there are other ways too. There are other ways we can also hold the D chord. But what I'm trying to say here in essence is that it depends on. I'm not actually teaching about the change of chord, how to change that. It's instead of progression. But when we go into progression in my next video on open chords and how to easily switch between chords very fast and flawlessly, I'm going to really elaborate on the need to be able to have different fingers at your disposal and to create your own depending on where you are going to or where you are coming from. So let's take for instance, we're in the key of we are playing the progression that involves the A major and the G major. So some persons we use this shape, then they'll come to this shape, then they'll play something like this. Let us take a simple 4/4 beat progression alternating between the A chord and the G chord. If you looked carefully, you find that I'm struggling to switch between the shapes. That's because I'm not using the right finger that aligns way that we make this transition from the A chord to the G chord more effective and more effective and flawlessly. So if I were to play this progression, what I would do is this. I won't use this shape. I won't use the G shape. I will rather use this shape. Simply because this my ring finger. See it from the A chord. It just goes to remain on the second string, and I'll just slide it up 1 fret higher, and boom. So this one is more easier. So that's what I was trying to explain to you. So depending on where you're going to. sometimes you need to use other shape. Like for instance, we are in let's assume that we are in the key of C major, and we are playing a 1-5 progression, which is the C chord and the G chord. You find out that to change, to transition or change from the C chord to the G chord, you use this other shape that we use in terms of when we are playing the progression between A and G earlier. You find that it's more difficult to really do this transition, to really do the changes. I'm using this let me not say wrong, there's a way that I can actually force it, but it's more difficult for me now to do the changes. So what I will do, since we are moving from C to G, I'd rather use this shape because this shape is more easy for me to really transition to the other chord, which is C. Just want me to move my middle finger, then my ring finger, and boom, this is it. That's my G chord. So I rather use these changes, this shape and fingers for the change. So that is for that. So the next thing to do now is to move the chords up the neck. So let's start with the C. To move it, we need to introduce the bar chord that will serve as this open note here, because you can't move the shape like this from here to this place. It will sound awkward because this note is not in the key of C sharp. This note G is not the key of C sharp. This note G is not the key of C sharp, so it will sound awkward. So for we to maintain the position, that reminds me, before I forget, let me just show you on another way you can hold this chord, which is this form. Which is this form. This is the shape we're actually moving up the neck. But when you're on the third fret, that is when you're playing the open chords, you don't need to do it. You don't need to use this shape. It will sound awkward because this index finger like more useless. So this is the shape you need to use to do that. So this is the C shape. Move down. Then the next one is the A shape, which is this. You can actually use your index finger to bar the 3 strings, the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. And you can also hold it this way. Let me just show you this way. I'm not advised to use this way anyway, but I just want to illustrate something to you. Starting from the 5th string, it's the same thing. These notes are not used, they are not ringing out. It's just the 5th string we are using that is ringing out. So you can also move this shape. But when you hold it like this, you can also do something like this. I find it difficult to actually use this shape because I have big fingers. There are players that have very slim fingers, they can easily use that shape. And sometimes you can use the shape down the neck here because the frets are widely spaced here. But when we come to the upper side of the guitar, which the frets are closely packed together, you find it difficult to use over here. find it difficult to do it over here. So this is the one I normally use. Let me start from the A again. Let me know it's that one. So that's for the A. Then the G. This is the G shape. Can actually use this form of bar, but it's of no use. So we move the shape now. So that's for the G shape. Then the E. Which can also be played like this, using this index finger as bar. But since the strings, since the notes here are open, this finger is of no use. See it now. For the string, it's sounding the same, right? Of the string, so it's sounding the same. But I'm just using it to illustrate so I understand better. So now I'm going to move the shape, which is this E shape, up the neck. That's the E shape. Then the last but not the least, which is the D shape. This one too, as a form of the bar, but it's useless because it's sounding the same with this finger, which is the index finger, and without this finger, the chord you see sound the same. So let's play it without the finger, without the index finger. Now let's play it now with the index finger. You see, it's the same thing. So let's move this shape now. Of the fret. So these are the chords that make up the C.A.G.E.D system. Yeah, welcome back from that lecture. I hope those tips were helpful, and you will be finding it difficult to play the chords that make up the C.A.G.E.D system on the guitar. Please do not forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at King's Guitar Experience. There are other awesome videos there that will help you as you journey through your musical career. So till we meet again, peace be unto you.